Demonizing transgender people, especially as an affront to traditional family values or traditional Christian values, is nothing new. We saw the same thing in 1930s Germany. The first gender reassignment clinic was in Germany. It was founded in July 6th of 1919 by a doctor named Magnus Hirschfeld, who was Jewish and homosexual. And part of the motivation for him to open the Institute of Sexual Research was a soldier that came to his practice, devastated, wrestling with the fact that he was gay, could not come out as gay because it was against the law. He would lose his rank, probably be jailed. And even though the doctor tried to comfort him, this man later, the night before his wedding to a woman, he decided he could not go through with it and unalived himself. And it was that senseless loss of life that inspired Dr. Hirschfeld to open this institute. The institute ended up developing the largest library on gender, sexuality, and the human experience that had ever existed. It was over 20,000 works, everything from how sexuality is experienced. He believed that homosexuality, transsexuality were all just congenital, different expressions of human sexuality that were completely within normal parameters. They also had detailed, priceless works on how to perform reassignment surgery. They were performing reassignment surgeries by 1930. Now, the Nazi Party ran on traditional values. Everything was very heteronormative, gender roles, more German babies, more white German babies. And so when Hitler was made chancellor January 30th of 1933, by May 6th, they stormed the Sexual Research Institute, and they burned that entire library of 20,000 works, many of which were one of a kind and irreplaceable, and murdered half the staff, because anything that was outside of the gender norms and the heteronormative standards that the Nazi Party preached was worthy of extermination. They were going to do complete genocide, and their excuse for burning all those works was it was sexually explicit and it was corrupting the youth. It was the same excuse used for the book bans. And the Nazis hated Hirschberg so much, they used his face in part of slews of Nazi propaganda, basically signaling this is the worst threat to the Aryan German, this Jewish gay man who just wanted to help people. So the demonizing of trans people and pretending like they're somehow making the world immoral is nothing new. It's just an excuse for persecution and control, and to enforce especially gender roles on women. It's nothing new. Falls very much in line with how we're seeing everything else happening in the US fall right in line with how the Nazis implemented their regime.